What's up guys, you got Crave here, and here's a new mouse mat that I recently got. It's Corsair's Polaris RGB mouse mat. Now, they say RGB all the things in gaming, and I agree. I've been wanting this pad for quite a while, and I guess the only thing that really held me back was that my existing mouse mat was still working. But, as you can see with this video, I gave in eventually. The Polaris mat is a hard type pad which has this textured surface, and from the time I've used it, it has less of the glide effect I mentioned in my Destructor 2 review. It's still quite smooth though. When I move my mouse around, I can still feel that slight glide effect. Although it is not, again, as I mentioned, not as smooth as Destructor 2, so this is something I think you should consider if in case you were interested in this pad, especially if you were just really looking for that really silky smooth movement. Dimensions wise, its length is at, well, almost exactly 14 inches, and its width is at slightly over 11 inches. That width figure is from the area where the cable or the USB cable starts all the way to the bottom of the pad, which is the side that is closest to you. The mat does have enough space, so it will work somewhat for those gamers who make more than simple twitch movements with their mouse. The mousepad is slightly thicker than the standard hard mouse mat, as you can see in the comparison. That's mainly due to the strip that allows the RGB effect to work or to show. It's thicker than my previous Destructor, but not by a whole lot compared to my Goliath's cloth mat. The underside has this rubber material which prevents it from slipping, but I think that's the first minor con that I can call out. Compared to my Destructor mat, I've noticed that the Polaris can sometimes move ever so slightly, like very slightly after a gaming session. It looks like it's about 1 or 2 millimeters off. It really doesn't fly out of your desk or out of your hand or something of the sort. But you can notice it after playing. I think in the 1 week's time I've used it, I think I've noticed it twice. And don't get me wrong, it doesn't really affect gameplay, but I just thought that I should mention it. Now, in terms of alternatives, I was also looking at Razer's Firefly as an option, but I think what really won me over, why the Polaris won me over, was the USB pass-through it had. I've always liked options, as basically I like things that allow for more flexibility. And lastly, the main reason why you would get a mat like this, the lighting on this mousepad is very well done. It's smooth, it's bright, especially the first time you fire it up. And in case you don't like the colors, the scheme, or the brightness level of the lighting, you can always configure it via Q or Corsair's utility engine. It offers a lot of options to customize the RGB feature of the mat. Corsair software is one of the most customizable solutions I've seen for RGB devices. And there you have it, the MM800 Polaris RGB hard mouse mat from Corsair. And of course, I'm really happy with the purchase. I like the fact that I now have a lighting effect on my mouse pad, plus of course the bonus USB pass-through. So let me know in the comment section below what you think. And as always, thanks for watching.